going to show you the lab setup for our copper 2 chloride lab today. Make sure that you have your lab report with you so that you can follow the instructions and so that you can complete your data table as you go through the lab. Some safety things, first of all, make sure that everyone in your lab group gets safety goggles and that they are on your eyeballs, not your forehead, not your neck, before you get started. You're going to want to take all of your metal jewelry off of your hands, watches, bracelets, rings, whatever you have, because you'll see what this stuff does to metal in a little bit. No sitting in this lab. You want to make sure that you're up and out of the way for that. So make sure you push all the stools up under the tables before you get started. Once everybody has goggles, you can come and get your copper 2 chloride crystals and a piece of aluminum foil, plastic spoon, all on one of the Chick-fil-A trays. Those are the things that you'll need from up front. Out of your lab drawer, you're going to need a 100 milliliter beaker and your thermometer out of your lab drawer. There should also be a beaker of water with some sticks in it and also some copper chloride solution with sticks in it, because we're going to do a flame test lab here as part of the lab. Okay, so this lab is all about observation. So the first thing you want to do is observe your crystals. So look at those, write down everything that you see about them. If you want to try and include a smell, remember the proper way is to waft it towards your nose. Once you do that, you're going to take your beaker and you're going to put about 30 milliliters of water. So so on here there is a 10 and a 20 and a 40, so 30 is right in the middle. Be careful turning on the gas jets. Remember that the water comes out really quickly, so you want to turn it on before you stick the beaker under the water. To pour the crystals into your beaker, you're going to want to make sure that you pinch up the side. That makes a really nice little funnel so that you can just pour your crystals right into your water. Now, before you stir and dissolve, you got to write down your observations about just the crystals in the water. Okay, so after you do that, then you're going to take your plastic spoon and you're going to stir it, and you're going to write down your observations about your solution. Now you're going to want to take the temperature of your solution. Make sure that you record your temperature to the 10th place, because your thermometer reads to the 1's place. You got to guesstimate that last digit. So take the temperature, make sure you write that down. Now you're going to loosely crumple your aluminum foil. You don't want it really tight like something you'd throw at each other in the cafeteria. Just really loose so that a lot of aluminum foil comes into contact with the copper chloride solution. Alright, so you want to get that loose, and I'm not going to do the experiment, but just make sure it will drop into the beaker. Alright, then let the reaction go. Make sure that you are writing down all of your observations while the reaction is going. Once it is finished, you're going to want to take the temperature again. Okay, so take the temperature of it after it's done. And then you're going to have some product in your beaker. Now, this stuff cannot go down the drain, okay? You're going to bring your waste to me. But before you do that, we want to test it. So on your table, you've got some copper chloride solution and the little sticks. Now, we've done the flame test before. So you're going to burn the stick that's in the copper 2 chloride solution, record your results, okay? And I think I left out, no, it should be on your lab report. Okay, so record those observations. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your product out of your beaker. Okay, so there'll be some pretty nasty stuff left in the beaker. So
Cromer or Ms. Armistead, could either of you call extension 403?
This is what happens after school. All right, so you're going to take your spoon and get just a little bit of that solid out of the bottom of the beaker. You're going to take your plastic wash bottle and you're just going to rinse that out over the sink. Just rinse it off, okay? Then you're going to take the stick that's in the plain water and get the solid off of your spoon, and you're going to put that through the flame to do a flame test on that. You're going to record your observations on that as well. All right, so remember, bring me the product that's in your beaker. It shouldn't go down the sink, so bring it to me. I'll have a waste beaker at the front. For cleanup, you're going to make sure that you wash and dry everything, put it back where you got it, and make sure you wipe down your tables. Wash your hands with soap, and then take off your goggles and put them away. I hope you enjoy this lab. Make sure you write down everything. That's the key, because you're going to have to write an essay when you're done. Okay? So have fun.